Hello. Well, I've had some major technical difficulties, y'all. Um, I've got this big sound board that I use for my podcast, and it's a mixer and all this stuff, and 12 channels. Like it's big. It's great for other mics and guests and stuff, right? But I've had a problem in a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of things. Sound's been all messed up. And it's been happening for a couple weeks, and I'm just fed up, and I had to you know had to watch YouTube videos to figure out what the problem is. And I think my cat walked across it and started pushing buttons. There's so many buttons on this board that it's hard to tell what actually controls what. So I had to take a deep refresher course and figure out how to get my sound back. Anyway, it is back. I'm glad, and now I fully understand this board and all of its functions. But I've had this stuff rolling around in my head for a couple weeks, and sometimes it just takes me a little while to get like the words together to figure out how to explain it to other people. Um, but basically, I always people want to inquire like what I do or what it means to be a life coach or a life enhancement specialist, right? And basically I just have to tell people it's about removing the stress out of your life and becoming happier. And you can always be happier, I think. um I'm very happy, but I know I could always be a little happier. And I've kind of figured out those things, but it really understands. It comes down to understanding it's not even about your purpose. It is like your reasons why you do what you do. Um, and then, well, so I get up really early in the mornings because I need to get a lot of things done before I start my day. And that blows people's mind away. But we just had to talk about this the other day. But for me, the key is setting up those routines that got me going in this right spot. Like the biggest thing I did to turn my life around many years ago, not many, 4 or 5 years ago, was I stopped drinking. Part of that, I became plant based, right? Those things really changed my life. But then, as I needed more help with myself, what I learned was I had to set up routines to make myself better, right? And that is getting up very early in the morning. I get up naturally, 4 o'clock in the morning. I got no problem getting up at 2:30 or 3 if I need to. And then I also meditate every morning. And what I really enjoy doing is the Deepak Chopra's 21-day meditation challenge. And I just finished up day 22 today. And so tomorrow I'm going to restart day one. I don't know how many times I've done this, 6, 7 times. I don't even know. But it's just something I enjoy doing in the morning. I don't always pay super close attention, but it still sinks in. And if I don't do it, I don't feel right. Um, but I get up very early in the morning, typically to do those little things. But then I usually have a workout to do very early in the morning, or a client to see very early in the morning. And if I have a big full day, then I've got to get up early, get my personal needs met with a workout, getting my food prep all ready to go, things like that, and then um be ready to take on a client and then work a full day. So, that routine helps me achieve these little goals I want to do, but also still understand why I do these goals and understand what that's going to help me get to or be. I've got I went after Ironman Iowa a month or so ago. It did not go like I'd planned, obviously. I think I talked about it in an earlier episode, but I'm going to Ironman Arizona, and that race, I've been there before. I know what to expect. It's a good race. My cat is going crazy right now. I'm afraid it's going to attack me. And it's one of those things. I'm training more. I've added more workouts into my week, and I'm working more. I'm in a really good spot, but also am enjoying what I do. So my routine set me up to go after to accomplish these little steps that I need to do to have a good race in November, right? That makes sense. You can't answer me, but so I know what I want to achieve in my future, and then I know what that's going to take to get there, and that means certain things I have to cut out of my life, certain things I must do every day. And I think a lot of us don't understand what we really want to accomplish. We just get up, we get dressed, we go to work. We just do little things like that. And I don't think that's serving you because you're just kind of going along with someone else's plan at that point. And I think once you understand what you need to do, then that also helps remove a lot of stress from your life because you're able to. What am I trying to say? I think I'm just rambling now. Um, like I have to understand who you are, and who you are really helps you know where you're going. And I think a lot of people don't fully understand who they are, what their purpose is for the day or tomorrow, things like that. Just had this discussion the other night about stress, and I realized I'm not stressed because I'm not worried about if something's going to come through or going to happen. You're not going to worry about if it's going to rain. You just hope it does. You would like it to rain, but you're not stressed about if it's going to rain. And so I think a lot of us are stressed about work. But you have to understand, what are you really stressed about? And this friend of mine, he's stressed out at work, but what's weird is he doesn't have to work. Okay. He's stressed. And I really think it goes back to he's so worried about what people think of him. And then that makes his quality of life go down because he's so worried about how he's perceived by his coworkers or his subordinates. And I think it's kind of ridiculous because you're doing something that you don't even really need to do. I mean, he has no bills. He doesn't have to work. He's made enough money that he could actually retire at the age of 50 and just be fine, right? And I think once he understands what his stress is about, why it's stressing him out, then I think his life's going to change. So I guess, I think, understanding why you want to do some things and then what is going to take. I'm trying to tie and figure out I keep saying what and why. I'm trying to really now understand why I'm getting there. I think I'm just so excited because my sound's working again. This has just been so annoying. You guys don't even know. Gosh, but yeah, it's. I think to have a happy life, to become a happy person, to have high vibrations and attract other happy people, you have to understand what you feel when you feel things, whether you're stressed, whether you're happy, whatever it is. Um, and I will so many times tell people that they just got a great vibe and keep it up. You know what I mean? And and I think a lot of us don't kind of understand what we're feeling or what I don't know, what we really are inside. Does that make sense? I mean, I've gone through so much of my life insecure, not very confident, and it actually hurt my business because I was so insecure I would lower my prices just because I figured it would be, if I didn't charge very much, well then they couldn't complain very much if I wasn't very good. You know what I mean? And once I changed that thought in my brain, went up in my prices, oh my gosh, my whole world changed. Um, I'm at a point right now where I don't even have to work the rest of the year. I've made enough money that I'm good. I still am because I'm doing things I enjoy completely. And I've got a lot of big things coming up. I've got a big speaking thing coming up. I'm not even going to say much about that right now. A lot of you listening know about what's coming up. Um, and then I've got something big in November coming through, a big change that I'm actually excited about. And yeah, I'm not going to say a lot about that yet either, but there's just some cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Anyway, I don't even know what I've just said on this deal today. I mean, I am just like so excited that I've figured this out and now I understand what is going on. So when the lights are moving around and my cat decides to tap it or hit a button or walk across it, now I know why, or now I know how to fix it. Anyway, all right, guys, till we meet again, and it'll be soon. I promise. Bye.